Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tyler Yardley. I'm at my house in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and today I'm going to walk through all the different components of my HVAC system. The house is about 1,500 square feet and uses a forced air split system to heat and cool the house. Alright, I'm over here by my Lennox 3-ton condensing unit. It has about a 13.0 SEER rating. So coming out of the house here, you got a refrigerant line going to the unit. Inside the unit, you got your compressor, which compresses the refrigerant and then runs through the condensing coil. The fan then blows air across the warm condensing coil, removing the heat from the refrigerant lines, and then the cooler refrigerant line then runs back into the house into the furnace cabinet, which I will show you next. Alright guys, we're in my furnace cabinet here in the garage. You got your water tank here on the right, but over here on the left you got your furnace and your evaporating coil. So down here you got your refrigerant line, your cool refrigerant line coming through. Remember, this came from the AC unit, came into the garage. You got cool refrigerant line coming in here. Right in here, you have your evaporator coil, and basically the blower will blow air over that evaporator coil. And then you got a tray right here to collect the water that drips off the evaporator coil, and then you got your drip line going down to the floor drain here. Basically, the blower will blow air over the evaporating coil and into the ductwork and then throughout the house. And that is how the house is supplied with cool air. Okay guys, that was the AC system. Now I'm going to take apart these panels here. I'm going to show you all about the furnace. So here is your Concord 80 plus furnace. It gives off about 60,000 BTUs. It is a gas powered furnace, so you got your gas line coming in right here. You got your on and off valve, gas line going in here, supplying the flame, which then warms up the air. Down here you got the blower, and the blower will blow the warm air up and through the ductwork and into the house. So one important thing about this ductwork, it's the same ductwork. It supplies both the warm air in the winter and the cool air in the summer. Another important piece of this furnace is this flue vent right here. It is a 4-inch vent going up from the furnace out through the ceiling, through the attic, and out the roof. That's a very important piece to have in your furnace. That way you don't have any contamination in your garage. Alright guys, I want to take this time to bring up an issue I had this last winter. We just moved into this house last year, so it's the first time I've encountered this problem. So right here we got the flue vent, like I mentioned earlier. Right here it's a 4-inch vent. Into the ceiling it's also a 4-inch vent. And then in the attic it goes from a 4-inch to a 3-inch. You should never have a flue vent decrease in size while you go up. You should only have ductwork decrease in size when you have like a supply for a building when you need an increase in pressure. Basically, this decrease in size in my vent from 4-inch to 3-inch caused air to build up pressure in the furnace, and thus my pressure switch kept tripping and it would kill the furnace, and then I would have no heat in the house until I got it fixed. So the moral of the story is never have your flue vent decrease in size from your furnace to your roof. Either have it an equal size vent or increase, or else you will have issues like me. Alright guys, we're up in the attic, so we're going to look at some of the ductwork, and I'll show you that flue vent that I had to get changed. So right here, this gray looking box you see is the top of the furnace. Here's your vent, so about right here is where it went from 4-inch to 3-inch and then up through the roof. So I got it changed from a 3-inch to a 4-inch, so you got 4-inch flue going all the way up, all the way across, and then up through the roof and outside. So I got that fixed and we're good to go now. So you got two different kinds of ductwork. You got your supply and return. This silver metallic-y looking one is your return. So if you follow it down there, down the hallway there, you got your return grill, and I'll show you that one. Alright, so you got air coming up through the return grill, through the return ductwork, into the furnace, which supplies air for the blower to blow air back up through the furnace. And you got all these white lines. You got 4 branch lines, and then they branch out into smaller lines there. But those 4 main lines, they all feed the different supply grills inside the house, and I'll show you where those are at also. Alright, so I'm inside the house here, and right here you got your main return grill. It's actually the only return grill in the house. You got your 2 dog ears right there. You undo those and this door will swing down, and that is how you change the filter. The filter's right there. You can peek through there. Probably needs to be changed here pretty soon. I got 2 dogs in the house, so I try to change it every 2 to 3 months or so. But anyways, that's the main return grill. I'll walk through the house and show you some of the supply grills. Alright, so this is one of the supply registers inside the living room. And it's called a register because you got these little knobs right here. You're able to open and close the dampers. And because of those two things, it's called a register and not a grill. Anyways, there's at least one of these in every single room in the house. Here's an example of another one. Once again, you got the knob right there to open and close the damper. Therefore, this one is also known as a register and not a grill. So we got a total of 12 grills / registers inside the house that supply both hot and cold air throughout the house. Like I said earlier, it's the same ductwork regardless of the furnace is cooking or the AC is cooling and whatnot. But so we got 12 of them inside the house. So anyways, that pretty much wraps up my HVAC tour of my house. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for your time.